it's hard to say listen to your body, because if you listen to your body, you would never finish one of these races.
I mean, everybody is hurting, no matter where you are in the field.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's like you say you got to listen to your body, but yeah, it's really hard to know when to listen.
For sure. And, sometimes I still make those mistakes and I don't listen perfectly, but I think our bodies are really good at telling us what they need, or, when they need a break, or when they need, maybe some protein or iron or whatever,
Right.
They can give us those signals if we are paying attention, and distinguishing between those warning signs versus our bodies also like to throw up red flags when they just want to stop because that's easier. Mm-hmm. So like distinguishing between the two of like, what's my body just wanting me to, go sit on the couch because that sounds much more comfortable, versus the flag that's like, hey, you overdid it a little bit, like pump the brakes.
Yeah, don't you think that that's a weird, like your body, like it's hard to think about that exactly. Like your body saying this because it wants a break.
Because
Like,
it's easier.
I know, but like who's your body talking to? Your brain?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And so your brain, because it's just like this dance of like comfort, pain. It's so hard. And then also, of course, you have to be in shape. Everybody's got to be in shape. So we're just assuming everybody's in shape. But then there's always that comfort and pain line. And you talk about it a lot with the pain cave. You kind of made that famous, is you want to get in the pain cave and you want to explore and you want to dig deeper in there and learn new places. So that seems a little bit counterintuitive to listening to your body, but that's the challenge. That's the juggling act of like, when is this serious, or when should I give this credence, and when should I just keep pushing? And I guess at Western, was it pretty clear that one time you had to drop, that it was okay, this is more than just pain cave stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. And I, before that incident, I wondered myself, like, will I know when it's a real flag? Will I know to, preserve myself and stop when the warning sign is actually serious? And I wondered if I could do it, because I love, pushing. I love that feeling of like digging really deep and getting to a finish line. And so I wasn't sure that I would have the capacity or maturity or whatever the word is to like actually listen. And when that happened during the race and those flags were going up and I ended up dropping, it actually felt like a big step of trusting myself afterwards, where I was like, okay, you do have the capacity to listen if the flags are important. So I felt like I was learning even better how to read the signals I was getting.
Was it a relief in some ways?
Yeah, kind of.
That you could look, yeah.
Because I'm not trying to run myself into a wall and never be able to run again. I want to run my whole life.
Yeah, I know. It's like, but I also like that feeling of immortality. I like not worrying about, you know what I mean? It's like so hard though. It's so hard to make good decisions because you're not immortal, but if you have that attitude of nothing can hurt me, it's like gives you that edge a little bit. So it's just, I know exactly what you're saying. I've always said about you, and I don't know if this is good or bad, but
boy.
Yeah, I know. But because you push so hard and it's so unique, and I saw you on the Colorado Trail when you're going for that record, and like this is never anything humans have to worry about. But like a dog or a horse could push so hard they'll die. They just will give everything. And in some ways, I admire that. I'm like, could you imagine if you will push so hard you will die? It's like there's like kind of a romantic part to that, because it's like, most people, a little bit of pain, they're like, I'm out. I can't do this. So I've always said, like, you push so hard, because like when I saw you at the Colorado Trails, like you were like, I can't believe how hard you were pushing and struggling so much. But then it also makes me worry that it's like, oh my God. I've worried that you push too much. You know what I mean? So I like it's just weird. I'm talking about a lot of stuff, but it's weird to think about that. It's a relief that you could read your body. But yeah, how do you, I don't know. Do you see that as a weird line of distinction between listening and pushing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like that Colorado Trail incident, the flags were all coming up, but my brain was pretty mushy by then. Like,
Yeah.
it had been 4 days or whatever, 300 miles, and I wasn't in the place to make the best decisions for myself. So at the aid station that we got to, that I ended up dropping at, I was going into that aid station telling my pacers with me, like, let's grab a pizza and let's go. Like, I'm fine. Let's keep going. Because it was a new thing for me. I had never traveled that far with my feet. I had never been pushing for that many days.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I was like, maybe this is just what it feels like. You know, like, I felt terrible.
Yeah. How would you know though?
Yeah. And so I was like, or maybe this is just a huge low I'm in, and my body's going to adjust to what we're doing. It's going to jump on board, and it'll be feeling better soon.
Because it has every other time.
Yeah. Well, and that happens. Yeah. So luckily, I was surrounded by people who could make those smarter choices for me in that instance. And sometimes that is it. Like, they can see the signals better.
Right. More objective.
Yeah.
They're looking at, this isn't just I mean, that was a good decision to pull you out for sure. After it was 309 miles, I believe, right? Just an incredible effort and just a high country. So beautiful though. It was amazing.
So cool.
That trail is so cool. But yeah, it's just, obviously that was a great decision there. But yeah, I admire how hard you can push. It's like, it's so rare. And then you couple that with your physical ability, and man, that's why you're who you are.